Hey folks, welcome back. It's been a while since my last video. Welcome back to Simply Investing. Bobby here. I have a quick thing to chat about, which kind of conversation I had with someone last night kind of grinds my gears a little bit. Not really grinds my gears, but I guess you could say grinds my gears. But welcome back. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and everything. Follow my other channels. Links in the description. I got Max Auto Detailing, Max Force Moving. Follow. Help support us out. We're been in business for 5 years, but it always helps to support us out and get us going. But thank you anyway. We're here to talk about the the entrepreneur syndrome here, and I don't know what to say about it, but I could say right now, here I am, year 5. Man, it sucks. It sucks. Like if I could do this over again, probably wouldn't start a business. I probably would just stay in corporate America. Because now, has it been rewarding? Yes, it's been very rewarding. Has it been tiring, taxing, and all that stuff? Absolutely, absolutely. I've learned quite a bit of lessons. Let's see, 2021, I had $240,000 stolen out of my business from labor fraud. Uh, I had the last laugh was on me because they were when they worked with me, they were all getting government assistance programs, but then they made too much with me the next year, so they got kicked off and they had to repay the money. That was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of funny. A little bit of retribution in action. But like 2022 just had more shenanigans, people acting up and everything. But let me tell you something now. In the last 3 months, the real world reality's hitting hard for people. And now people are really getting like, you want success in life, you're going to have to work for it. Here I am every day, up 4 o'clock in the morning, getting work done, doing things, finding better ways to enhance the business every day. Even when I find something that I do well, I will still enhance it and try to do it better. I can't imagine just lollygagging around. I have many of my competitors that thought they would kick me out are gone. Some of them even said it to my face that I wouldn't last. Here I am, year 5. Last year we had 23% growth as a company, and it sucked. Like growing pains suck, but I had so many. But in last year, I had so many people come to me and talk about. I want to get into your position. I want a big one. I want to easy. It's like this life ain't easy. This life ain't easy. I remember one gentleman, right? He wanted to. He's like, I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna do all this. Okay, but what are you starting? He's like, okay, well you want to sell T-shirts. Now, I don't know much about the apparel industry, but I do know that apparel is hard as hell to get into. It's hard. It's rough. It's not easy. You have to work hard if you want to get success. Where I'm at, it ain't easy either. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It's hard. And in this economy, it's hard. Not as hard as it was 2008. 2008 was rough, way rougher than this. This is like a cakewalk. We were in a recession. We're now getting out of it. But my point is that so many people looked at being an entrepreneur. And I don't really consider myself as an entrepreneur. I really consider myself a businessman because an entrepreneur changes the course of society. I did not do that. I just built a company. We grew. We make money. That's it. We're just businessmen. Like I'm not I didn't work for Apple, make a phone and change how everyone views smartphones. I didn't do that. I'm not an entrepreneur, but so many people want that title, entrepreneur. I can't tell you how. I I'm an average guy, but I can't tell you how many women, especially black women, um, want to want to what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. I always say like, I'm an entrepreneur. So many people. guys, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And like I had a conversation with another guy years ago that said I'm gonna start a brewery and make a lot of money. It's like, well, how you gonna start this brewery? What's the process? What are you doing? What how you, oh, I'm just gonna get an investor, gonna make a lot of money. It's like, but what are you gonna sell? What niche are you gonna feed? Why you want to open a brewery? Is this gonna work? And it's the same thing. It's like I've seen so many people open up businesses on my timeline on Facebook over the last 5 years, and they're all gone. They're all gone. They're all back to work or doing something and everything. Oh, excuse me for a second. Oh, dang man. There we go. Sorry about that. Messaging business is business, but and I know it's bad radio, but it is what it is. So it's not good television for her, right? Not good video. Anyway, so it's always start this business, start this business, start this business. Now, when I go into business into an area and I know I can start a business, I always say I know I can do this better. Now, the model may not work, but I know that this works better. But if it works good enough, we'll make money because people will get in on it. Problem with this is you don't see what's underneath the success marker for running a successful business. You don't see the constantly at bankruptcy door every month. Don't know if you're going to make it. Constantly figuring out how am I going to get more sales? How am I going to make this work? It's not just you that needs to succeed because your success directly correlates to your staff. So your staff is working hard too with you. So, but if this fails, they're going down with it. Like I have a couple people that work for me. If we went down, they would be screwed. That they would be screwed. And I can't let that happen. I have to keep fighting. Got to keep working. Got to keep performing. Got to keep bettering and bettering and bettering. And not many people understand that. It's always. I think people view it as a get rich quick scheme, but this is the worst that you can get in. And then, like the gentleman I was talking to yesterday, they were he's like buying books and stuff like that. It's like I get you should read. You should read. You should read books that you are interested in, but like it gets to a point where if you haven't accomplished anything yet, but you feel accomplished because you read a book and you finished a book, so now you have a sense of accomplishment, and you really don't know what happened. I had a young man who, wife, 4 kids, and he worked for me in sales for like 3 months, right? Had a tiling and floor business beforehand. He's a great guy, but he did not correlate enough that you have to keep working at sales. Sales is the biggest thing. I think he was trying to do too much, too quickly, too fast. And I see that a lot. And the other part I see is when these guys actually get there, actually make it, like you get to $1 million in revenue, that's nothing. That's nothing. I don't know what these guys are telling you. I see YouTube. I see the ads. I could scale your business 1 to 3 million. That's nothing. 10 million really isn't enough. 20, 100 million. 100 million, you start crossing the mark. It's things start getting a little easier for you. Your dividends start getting bigger. But like at $1 million, you might be lucky to pay yourself 20,000, maybe 30. 2 million, okay. 5, okay. Maybe you can open up a second site. Do you get ambitious for that? Are you doing everything, or did you train other people to help you and build them up? So I don't. It's hard because I see where people are coming from. Where it's like I want the freedom that comes with it, but that freedom comes at a cost of sacrificing everything. Like, are you willing to sacrifice investments? Are you willing to sacrifice relationships? Are you really sacrifice friendships? And when I say relationships, I mean this is a solo journey. Especially as if you're a man, it's a solo journey. Ain't no woman coming and riding this up and down roller coaster. They don't. They're at the finish line. The finish line is over there. They're there. They're there. They're waiting there. They're over there. Are they here? No. Then they ain't gonna build with you. It sucks. It really does suck because you work constantly. Like I'm up at 4. I'm working out. I got to get my teams out on the road. Then I come to the office and start selling. Today I'm the only one in the office because everyone else has an off day because it's just how we do our schedule. And I'm telling you, I probably won't get home till 7 o'clock. Have a little something to eat, go sleep, wake up, start the whole process over again. It sucks that's like that, but there's really nothing that you can do with other than be consistent with it. And that's part of where it is. Excuse me one moment. Apologies. In the office, just my reminder phone calls checking in saying I got stuff to answer. But do apologize. But it sucks. Like when I started this business, I was 500 pounds. I'm now I've been eating not so healthy last, so I got back up to 350. But I'll work out and I'll just start getting back down, probably back down to 250, and then keep going back in the right progression. But it's like you go periods. It's like I have no money. I can't even get a $2 cup of coffee. I can't do a lot of things sometimes when you're building a business. And you see other people succeeding, and then you see the same people that were succeeding disappear. I don't know what happened. Like, and you sometimes you know what happened, and then they come into your business and they're like, how did you survive? It's like, well, because I wasn't doing stupid stuff. Like, I didn't walk away from my business after hitting $1 million in sales and think that, hey, I'll hire a manager and just walk away and everything's okay. Like, no, I'm constantly in my business. It's like running a business is like it's like trying to grow orchids. You can water them, you can do everything right, and the damn thing still doesn't grow or doesn't survive. It sucks. It really sucks sometimes. But can it be rewarding? Yes, it can be absolutely rewarding. I watched the guy that was my first hire, who's now a sales manager, and he has grown significantly. His life has changed, and that's rewarding to me. That I can see people's lives have changed. Other people, and once you start getting some success, people will start coming to you. But it's getting to that point to where you survived all the hard hits. That's where a lot of these people who are entrepreneurs won't make it through there. And it's like the guy that I was talking to, he's not going to make it. Why? You can't show up to work on time. How are you going to be disciplined yourself if you're not disciplined enough to show up on work on time? I don't know what to say. It's like I've always told, and the common thing I hear is, "I'll come in. It's for me. When I'm working for myself, I give 100%." Well, when you go to work for a company, you're working for yourself, and you're working for your success, not really the company's success. The company's success is kind of a byproduct of it, that you do a good job, but you're working for your success, and that's what people don't understand. You're working for your success, and your success is pivotal. It is not pivotal. I don't know why I said that word. I don't know. Is It's congruent to your performance at work. So, like, your success in life is congruent to your performance and your relationships at work, and people don't get that. And it sucks. It really does. Because these guys are fumbling around, and what's happening is you're wasting valuable time. You're wasting valuable time. Look, I wasted my 20s. I still was able to survive, come out. I got, a couple businesses growing. I think this year might be the year I really start taking off. But here you are, and you're fumbling around and you think someone's going to invest in you. Like I said, how you perform at your first job in high school or college, that lower ranking wage job that you like, you want to talk shit about the manager and all that stuff. That shit counts. You never know who you're gonna know. Who knows who? And now this brings me back to another point. Like, I think it was 6 years ago. I was a sales manager at a furniture store before, you know, my other business kind of closed out. I was working there, and you know and before I started this, I was working there, and this guy, no effort put in, lazy, all that stuff. Kurt, wanted to talk shit to my face. You know, 3 years later, not a year, I said 2 years later, he comes in. I see his. I'm like, that guy's familiar. Start texting. He's like, oh, I know. Don't you remember? He's like, yeah, I remember you were a shitty employee. Now you really need a job, and I got an opening, but I'm not giving it to you. Remember what I said about building bridges and building relationships? Give 110% at every position you have, because you never know who's going to be your boss down the road. You never know when opportunity is going to present itself. Now you fumbled the bag. Now you dropped the bag because didn't want to you didn't want to do that. You thought you were big shit. You thought you were talking a walk, and you can just go off in a job. I don't need this job. Well, apparently you do. And it's like, now we get into this. I have people all the time. They quit. A year later, they're calling me desperate for a job back. Why? Because you're a shitty employee and you're a shitty worker. And if you're this shitty, how do you think you're going to run your business? And trust me, and it's like and most people assume, like, being in someone, you find someone in shape that they're going to be disciplined. Trust me, I've had tons of people in shape too, not even disciplined. Nobody's disciplined. Nobody. Then they want to get some money and do that stuff, and it's just they they want money for stuff, and it's like, now you can't. You done burned all your bridges in town. Now you got to move out of town. You don't even have money to do that. Well, I'm here to tell you that running a business sucks. It's hard. It's terrible. You're gonna have to understand that it's okay to go work a 9 to 5 or work a job for a company. Hell, like, one guy told me, but I was paying, which is starting $40,000 is not enough. I said, well, then go join the water treatment. You can clean out human waste pipes for $80,000 a year. They can't get anybody. Well, I don't want to do that. Oh, so you don't want to clean up shit for $80,000? But you're telling me that it's like, I don't have to match that salary. That's a state job. They get tax money and revenue to pay that. We're a business. We can only pay what the pot has. So it's just kind of crazy. But if you guys are watching the markets, expect more layoffs, especially in the tech sector. They're just going to keep on coming, and the automotive sector too, as they switch to EVs. It's going to keep coming, and I don't know what people are going to do, because a lot of, and it's not the line workers, it's not the front line workers, it's the middle management jobs that are going. It's the useless jobs, it's HR jobs. I can't tell you how many people are applying now that have HR experience because they've been laid off. With that said, guys, stay safe out there. Going to watch the markets. Only invest what you can, not your whole pot. Never spend more than you have to, and never spend more than you're comfortable with. But always get a financial advisor. Always get a certified financial planner. Because remember, I'm a broker. I don't give a shit. Get yourself a planner. Like and subscribe. Follow me later. I'll be back later today. Thanks, guys.